Welcome friends, today we will discuss how to prepare for current affairs for UPSC. Now, why we are supposed to study current affairs? Let us say, in this particular video we will discuss why current affairs, what are the sources for current affairs, then revision, is it essential, and practice of MCQ. Let's go one by one. That is, why current affairs? Now, if you go through the UPSC papers, previous year papers, if you analyze them very well, current affairs is a very important part of prelims, mains as well as interview. If you see, majority questions of the prelims, mains are always linked with current affairs. That is simply, UPSC won't ask you normally traditional question from straight away from the book. They will link that with current affairs. And if you can do this very well, then I can assure you, you can score really very well in UPSC examination. Let's take example. The example simple, prelims. For preliminary point of view, don't you think recently government has increased the marriage age for girls from 18 to 21. So from prelims point of view, the question may be regarding what's the increase, इससे पहले कभी हुआ था, Child Marriage Act, etc., and other issues regarding women. This is from prelims point of view. Now same topic, how it is important from mains point of view. Look here. By increasing marriage age, do you really think women empowerment will take place? Or second question, increasing marriage age is one of the positive steps which government has taken towards women empowerment? Or UPSC may ask you, suggest other measures which are required for women empowerment. Now here, don't you think, if you have gone through the current affairs very well, you can answer very well that increasing age, definitely sir, it is good, no doubt about it. But at the same time, just increasing age is sufficient? No sir. Girls should have reservation in UPSC, not only in UPSC, SPSC, Supreme Court and higher judiciary and parliament. That itself means if we really feel that more and more women should be empowered and women empowerment should take place, then increasing age, marriage age can be one of the steps. But these are the additional things which you are supposed to do. Now this will be the question for your mains as well as interview. This is one example. Now let us take second example. Now everyone is aware that last 2 years COVID issue has affected the entire world. So in prelims, how they will ask you question? In prelims, they can ask you question, which are the vaccines which are made in India? India में कौन से vaccine बनाई? The first question. Second question, they may ask you, which are the vaccines which are approved for children's? So this will be the important for your prelims. But you may say कि सिर्फ mains के लिए कैसे questions आएंगे? For mains, don't you think they may ask you question that COVID and vaccine equity, that itself means suppose अपने देश में vaccines 100 ही है and instead of giving all to our citizen, we are exporting or giving it to other countries. Is it right? क्या वो ethically सही था या नहीं था? Those questions will be in mains. Not only this, there is every possibility. Now COVID is an issue which is related to health. So they may ask you question regarding health policy. So this is the way current affairs is most important. Now health is a part of your traditional part of your syllabus, but they will link this topic with current affairs, and here there's a tremendous importance of current affairs. Why you are supposed to study current affairs is these are the reasons. Then come the next question. Ki sir, these are the example for prelims, mains and interview. What about the sources, sir? पढ़ना कहाँ से? Because 20 years back it used to happen that there was less material. Internet was very less penetration. But now sources are more. So the question comes in, say exactly which sources we should follow. Listen carefully. Read any one newspaper. I repeat, any one newspaper, Hindu or Indian Express. Both are equally good. I'm not saying read Hindu or read Express, whichever is available to you, read. But please, it should be your daily schedule. It should not happen that sir, आज मैंने एडिटोरियल पढ़ा है, इसके बाद 7 दिन मैंने नहीं पढ़ा सर एडिटोरियल, मुझे टाइम ही नहीं मिला. व्हाट आई एम डूइंग सर, कि 30 दिन के एडिटोरियल एक साथ पढ़ूंगा 30 डेज के. प्लीज लिसन, उसका कटिंग, उसका कंपाइलेशन करके कोई फायदा नहीं होता. सो प्लीज मेक इट अ हैबिट दैट यू आर रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर एंड मेकिंग notes on a daily basis. That is first point. Second, magazines like Yojana is more than sufficient, which is government magazine publication. So that is more than sufficient once in a month. Next comes your class notes. Now class notes are really important. Yes, whichever class notes you are referring, no issues about it. But please listen carefully. This thing you have to follow very well, because class notes, yes, they can be a monthly collection, compilation of certain articles. But what is much better, which will give you better result, if you are reading these things on your own, this can act as a supplementary. It will complement your efforts, but please, reading newspaper should be from your own side. Next thing, sir, ये हो गया sources के बारे में. What about the revision and MCQ practice? Is it really essential revision? Listen carefully. If any student is saying, sir, I am reading Hindu, I am reading Express, I am reading Times, I am reading Wall Street Journal also, Washington Post also, NYT also, what's the use of it? Unless and until you are not doing revision, it's of no use. So revision is essential. Yes, it is most important. You can have your own notes, revise those notes on a regular basis, make it a daily habit of it. Then comes the next question. So what about the MCQ practice? Yes, you are supposed to practice MCQ daily for prelims. I repeat, for prelims it will help you. Then you may say कि sir ये तो हुआ prelims का. What about mains? Mains के लिए तो MCQ नहीं है. Yes, absolutely correct. But regarding mains, when you are reading newspapers, see to it, what is the habit normally students have? They read editorial columns, and the thing which they do, they straight away copy that in their answers. They straight away follow their opinion. Please listen carefully. Those are the opinion given by those people. Just consider them as a source of information. Think on it and make your own opinion. Think from all sides. That will enrich your answer very well. Not only this, while reading newspaper, one thing you can do more. That is, suppose you are from Bihar or UP side. Read the newspaper also, local. I'm just taking an example. Why one of the local newspaper also? Because that will enrich your example. Say for there are some good news about Panchayat Raj, good scheme started in Bihar or UP. Don't you think that can enrich your answer? Because that example may not be in there in Hindu or Express, but may be covered in your local newspaper. So that will also help you. Not only that, that will also help you for your interview preparation also. Next comes the point. Ki, sir, if I do this current affairs very well, how much marks I can score? Listen carefully. Most of the time, students suffer in GS. Even toppers also, normally out of 1000, they get somewhere around 450 plus, around 450 plus, approximately, plus or minus. So if you want to really score well in current affairs, make it a habit to follow this thing carefully and follow the sources and revision, so that you can crack current affairs very well and you can score really very well in UPSC examination. Thank you all.